Okay, now we have our two string exercises on the G and D string. Once again, we're going to begin with rock and roll style first in the 3 parts of the bow, and then we will go to actually playing it. So we're going to start with the Blue Frog, and the notes are going to be G, G, D, D, G, G. And if you're looking at your sheet of paper, this is the second 2-string exercise on the sheet. Okay, at the Blue Frog, 1, 2, rock and roll. G, G, D, D, G, G. Rest, rest. G, G, D, D, G, G. Rest, rest. Now let's try it in the middle. Remember, we're just going to the string level here. We're practicing our string levels. 1, 2, ready, and G, G, D, D, G, G. Rest, rest. G, G, D, D, G, G. Rest, rest. Now we're at the tip, the blue tip. Once again, you're just going to rock and roll to the correct string level. Start on the G. 1, 2, ready, and G, G, D, D, G, G. Rest, rest. G, G, D, D, G, G. Rest, rest. Now we're ready to play it. Lots of bow, blue to blue, straight bows. Make them smooth. Don't forget about your good bow hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. G, G, D, D, G, G. Rest, rest. G, G, D, D, G, G. Rest, rest. We're going to do that 2 more times. 1, 2, ready, play. G, G, D, D, G. Rest, rest. G, rest. When you're playing, if you go to the D string and you hear this going, that means what? It means you're on the A string. It means you went too far. Make sure you don't go too far. Last one, G, G, D, D, G, G. 1, 2, 3, 4. G, G, D, D, G, G. Rest, rest. G, G, D, G, rest, rest. Now we're going to do the opposite, which would be D, D, G, G, D, D. So this on your paper is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th one down on the 2-string exercises. So let's start at the Blue Frog first. Rock and roll. D, D, G, G. 1, 2, ready, and D, D, G, G, D, D. Rest, rest. D, D, G, G, D, D. Rest, rest. Now let's go to the middle. 1, 2, ready, and D, D, G, G, D, D. Rest, rest. D, D, G, G, D, D. Rest, rest. Now at the tip, blue tip. 1, 2, ready, play. D, D, G, G, D, D. Rest, rest. D, D, G, G, D, D. Rest, rest. Now we're going to play it with the bow. Lots of bow, smooth bows, blue to blue. Keep the bow straight, and don't forget about your bow hold, especially if the back of your thumb bent like this, but we'd rather have it bent so it's touching the hair. Here we go. D, D, G, G, D, D. 3 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. D, D, G, G, D, D. Rest, rest. D, D, G, D, D. Rest, rest. That's 1 time. We have 2 more. Good posture. 1, 2, 3, 4. D, D, G, D, D. Rest, rest. D, D, G, D, D. Rest, rest. 1 last time. 1, 2, 3, 4. D, D, G, D, D. Rest, rest. D, D, G, D, D. Rest, rest. And those are going to be our 2-string exercises on the G and D string.